What's up, y'all? Today we're gonna be getting prepped for our second fair, and pretty much what I want to do for this fair is just get better, just do some betterness, as in upgrade my setup a little bit, a few other things. Before I didn't put the price on things. I'm gonna put the price on it. Like, we don't need to be that serious. But not even that. I was, just try to get things better. And I'm gonna show you guys this right now. I just went to Walmart to get these. This tablecloth, which what I'm gonna do with this is I also got these self-adhesive sheets, and what I'm pretty much gonna do with that is try to put my logo on there, and written my name and logo. Tricky part about that is usually I have, like, just for the C2C, I made these. I just printed out the whole letter. Hold on. Okay, the fan's making that go. But this is what it pretty much looked like, the letter. And I printed that out from online. Right now we ain't got no ink, and I'm trying to just focus and do what I need to do. And so I might, the other option I have is to freeform it. So we're gonna see. I could freeform pretty well, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to take our time with it and see how it comes out. So that's what pretty much I'm gonna do today. Do that, and then also, if I have time, which most likely will, it's pretty early. It's 2:30 right now. Make the stands for some of the products to go on. I've seen some good ideas. I'm gonna try to tweak it a little bit to make it my own. But I see some good ideas to prop things up a little bit. I feel like if things are propped up better, that just automatically enhances things. I'm gonna try to do that as well, and show you guys later in the video when we actually go to the market, the first time I did it, and then how it will look a little bit more upgraded this time. So, and then the results of that. I feel like the results are gonna be good because I'm putting more time and effort into it. So let's see. I got an extra. Moving around the entire spirit of confusion, throughout the entire body. Oh, God is going to do this, and God said this in this. But this is a little side of people. Until you turn. The spirit of confusion loves for you never to go to God, but to turn the. Yeah. If you know these, you know ball. Okay. Down. So this is what we ended up with. Our, pretty much logo and name. And it ended up being simple like that. I did want to do like spaced out letters, make it a little bit bigger, but that was adhesive. I thought it was going to be on the white side where you can cut it out, but it was really just like a clear thing, pretty much like some clear tape. And honestly, I was kind of upset about that, but it's okay. That looks fine. It's giving simple, it's giving sleek, minimalistic. So that's fine. Sometimes things work out for different ways, different reasons. So yeah, boom, that's that part. Now, also in prep to do what we do, we're gonna go and try to do some shelving. I had a little bit of idea I seen, but I gotta try to tweak it a little bit. So yeah. not too long ago. Looking good. But I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to show you guys. I pretty much got everything prepped over here. The stands and the projects. So we gonna see how it goes, and we gonna see how it flows. Catch y'all there. What's up, y'all? We made it to the fair. Right now, I'm unpacking all the stuff. Boom, para. Excited. The guy, he told me when I got here. A lot of the spaces by the other people were filled. So I got this table right here by myself, green bean. I'm so excited because I feel like it's just gonna be so much better. When I'm by myself, I don't know. It's just easier for me. So we're gonna get set up real quick. Let's do it. My stuff pretty much all set up. Got everything over here. Got our okay. It's looking a lot better than the first one that I had, because that I just pretty much plopped everything down. Not the best setup, but we're doing better today. I'm gonna check in with you guys here and there and see how things are going. Praying for a good day. So we going here. About 9, and not much sales, but we did have some good conversation with a few people. This guy, he told me about, he was doing woodworking. He said he pretty much makes paddle boards, and we're just talking about different woods and stuff. And then he was telling me like some different places that it will be better to sell. So yeah. And another guy, he had a good idea of using this as a flag holder. Not bad. I was like, oh wow, that actually could be, you know, that. I was like, wow. Well, because he was saying that he had came here to get a flag yesterday, and he was like, oh, I could have used that. All right, y'all. It's Monday morning, day after. I keep catching you guys late, y'all. Yesterday, I keep cutting in the video, but anyways, or cutting up the video. I gotta get better at filming. It's like the editing, yeah, we can get better there too, but we just need to get better at different aspects of these things. But I'm getting that content out as always. Gonna be the matterance first. Nevertheless, I was just reading some of my Bible, Isaiah. It was hitting me because it was just showing how God was sick and tired of the people not doing the right thing. And sometimes I'll be feeling like I'm not doing the right thing. At times, you know, we all have those things where it's like, am I doing what I'm supposed to do fully, you know? So reflecting on that, trying to get drilled into my head about what I need to be doing in certain aspects of my life, and how I'm gonna grow. How am I gonna grow? How are you gonna grow is what I really need to know. So yeah, and been writing some things. So speaking of growth, these two books making some noise over here because they want to be read. But I was going to read both of these and compare them, find a similarity, because I was watching this reel and it was like, oh, skills to get smarter, and you know how they do increasingly more niche and stuff, whatever. And one of them was reading two books and finding a comparison between the two similarities. So that's what I'm going to do, and these are both two books that I've been starting to read, but I need to be reading more and implementing more. So that's one skill I was want to try to get better at. This needs to happen. So I'm gonna read these books and write some notes and then talk to you guys about them. So that's what we're gonna do. Y'all, as I'm writing the title, I'm starting to see, I added up the pages for each book, which part, because we're doing start of part 2, Powering Up, chapter 5, in page 65 to 81, and called Entering Hyperspace, of the Intention Experiment book, this one. And then compared to finishing chapter 1, because I didn't finish chapter 1, page 33 to 48 of the this is the intention and this is of the passengers. And I subtracted it to see how much it was. 1515. Even Stephen. I was like, so evenly compared in pages at least.
Guilt in the field, so slide to the side. Technical difficulties. Guilt in the field, so slide to the side. Technical difficulties. Guilt in the field, so slide to the side. Technical difficulties. Guilt in the field, so slide to the side. Technical difficulties.
Radiant thoughts illuminate for the blind. A student of my culture translating through rhyme. Educated by time, so check my verbal design. Interject visuals through the use of the mind. It's all about the money nowadays, so what's the use? The only fortune I hold are the gems that I produce. The solution is what? But if you don't make the cut, you'll be the last in line once the door gets shut. The next chapter, page 1, the conscious rapper. Not in it for fame, so respect is what I'm after. Don't have to wave a gun to help generate funds, so record execs can start throwing me crumbs. Top dollar as I walk the chosen path. Invite the mic device to help me focus my craft. The wisdom is sealed, now it's time to reveal the actual facts to help me master my field.
Guilt in the field, so slide to the side. Technical difficulties.
For the Passengers book I read, that one was a little bit harder to follow. They're kind of jumping around a little bit, and I'm still trying to get a little bit of a grasp on what they're trying to say. So me trying to do the comparison, I just need to try a little bit for a future chapter, because I did try to think about it, and yeah, I guess I see how it can make your brain really stretch. But I was getting some very good information from the Intention Experiment book that I want to share with you guys, because one, just me getting that book, I got it on my birthday. I found it, and pretty much it says you can pronounce it any way you want. It's Anya, but my name is Aniya, so without the I, which could mean its own thing too, you know. The more I read, I'm trying to see, you know, that was gifted to me for a reason. I'm really trying to see what do I need to learn. And before I was taking like a few notes here and here, but for this last chapter is the most notes I took, and I took it on both these pages. But I'm just going to try to share a few things with you guys just to share. Well, let me just explain what the book is pretty much saying before I give, you know, a little bit of what this chapter was about. It's pretty much about, each chapter is focusing on a different scientific experiment, study of how our intentions are pretty much so powerful. Like they did one on these plants. I know people have heard like, oh, if you talk to plants, you know, you could help them grow or whatever, but it was deeper than that. They had this thing where they hooked up this polygraph to the plant, and I guess some of the same characteristics that make the polygraph go for us, like perspiration or things of those sorts, made the polygraph go for the plants. So just by thinking thoughts, this one man was just thinking, he was thinking about burning the thing, and it starts shooting off the thing of like being nervous, of, you know, boom, just by his thoughts. And it went into a little bit more detail than that, but that's just an example. But for this one, it's entering hyperspace. This one was crazy because it was showing about a experiment with monks, and they had the ability they were having water splashed on them in freezing cold, and while they're having this water splashed on them in freezing cold temperatures, they're sweating, and it's all because of that thought, that powerful, you know, the mind is powerful, and we don't be tapping into it enough. Sometimes it's hard to, you know, all the distractions going on in this world. True, I know just as well as the next person how hard it is, but I also know that once you get into that flow of things, and once you actually get into it, actually put your mind to it, I also know how powerful it can be. With this study in this chapter, they were trying to see is this something that was hardwired in people from young to have this ability, or is this something plastic, that meaning our brain can develop it? So they were pretty much showing that and showing different studies. It ended up saying yes, it is plastic. I was showing some other studies, one of natives' ability to concentrate and achieve peak attention by listening to the sound of drums, clicking, chanting, just real meditative states that give abilities, give, you know, heightened awareness, but more than just awareness. Okay, and this is one of the things that it really helps with. It increases not only our ability to receive intuitive information, but also our conscious awareness of it. You know, when you're conscious of anything, that's the developmental key to prosper it, to grow it. So thinking certain thoughts, it is possible for us to alter and enlarge portions of our brain to become a more powerful receiver, but also transmitter. With the transmitting part, they were showing different examples of healers and people's ability to not only heal there, but remote healing, just far regions of sending those thoughts to them. Pretty valuable information. Just education is key. Learning and trying to get a wealth of information. What do you think these billionaires and everybody, they're trying to get after it? They're trying to get more and more and figure out what's really going on and what they need to know, you know? And I'm trying to do the same. It's very easy to fall off that course. But I heard someone say today, like you have to be knowing where you're going. Like, not only do you have to be going, but you have to be knowing where you're going. Say you're trying to catch a bus and you're running after, of course, you know, you heard that thing where it's like, if you want to catch the bus, you need to run and pray. You know, pray that you catch it, run, and then if you don't catch it, it's not your bus. But you need to be praying, running, trying to catch the bus. And some of us are running and praying to catch the bus, but sometimes we're veering off course. We're going across the street. We're you know, so we must stay steadfast in knowing that, and, you know, not let all these distractions keep us from actually doing more and progressing ourselves. It's hard, but it is not impossible. It's definitely not impossible. This turned into a little bit of an informative video, and I realized before that I didn't even say kind of how the show went that I went to, and so I'll just say right now, it went pretty well. One thing I did pray about was to further progress, to get better each time I do these shows, and God willingly I will, and I have already. The first show doubled my sales, so that's good, you know, that's great in any sense. And it went pretty well. When I went to that one side, when I was at that one place where you see me by myself, I ended up going over there, and a lady came over from the front office, and she was like, "Oh, do you want to move?" And I was thinking to myself, yes, I do want to move, because well, at first I didn't want to move because I was like, oh, I like being by myself, you know, as y'all seen. But then I was like, dang, actually I do want to move, because even though I'm talking to people and I'm having, you know, a good time over here by myself, I still do need to move because I'm not getting a lot of traffic back here. So I'm in the back, I'm not getting much traffic. So I did move, and as soon as I moved, that's when I got my sales. And so sometimes it's not always about what's most comfortable, you know. Yes, it was comfortable over there, but that's not where the money was at, so I had to move. So that ended up being good also, but I was glad that I did. But it's always purposeful. When I did go over there, I met a couple people, talked to a couple people, but one guy that I met who was right next to me over there, he was telling me how they had like a whole showroom where they do music, and they, you know, like kind of like a red room type thing, and they record it. And how he showed me in there, he's like, I was just talking to a lady he works with in there, and she was just talking about how she wanted a bookshelf, like stacked one too. And I was like, and he noticed the one that I had, and I was like, oh, that sounds perfect to me. So I went in there, looked around, he's like, how big can you make it? You know, I was showing him the other one I did and how it was 4 feet, and I was like, shoot, as tall as we can get it, as tall as we want it. So now I got another possibility with that, so I was thankful to even, you know, be put in that position. All around good. Each time I'm going, I'm learning something. So nothing is going, you know, to waste. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the opportunity. I got some tables up there that I'm going to start focusing on more as well. I want to get some good statement pieces going, and then also further in for the show. Got a lot of things in my mind. Starting tomorrow, it's the first. Starting tomorrow's the first, so it's definitely a fresh page to rip out and start writing what the future is gonna hold. Okay, and that's what we gonna do. Every step of the way, we gotta take them steps. We gotta do our best, and I pray you all do the same. We only got one, so we got to try. Yeah, you guys always for watching and supporting and just seeing along the journey. It's not perfect. I'm not, you know, in no way perfect. I'm still learning as I'm going, as we all are. But, you know, as the years progress, things will change, things will get better. And I'm just thankful that you guys are here to see how everything is going so far. So thank you always for watching. Stay tuned for more content. Content gonna be ramping up. Okay, content gonna be ramping up. It's gonna be ramping up. Best, yeah, bottom dollar. As always, we are ready to create. So keep on.